So hello guys, once again welcome back to my channel, and I am really privileged to have you here. Um, this is gold spot US dollar, and we're currently on the 15-minute time frame. Um, we have been bearish today, and as I had mentioned earlier, in a post, I talked about how I wanted to see price um deliver lower, and so simply I was looking for lower prices on gold today. It has been so for like the whole week, because if you watched my previous videos about what happened yesterday, that is on Thursday and Wednesday, we have been bearish, and anybody who has been trying to look for longs has been disadvantaged. The good thing is that you should learn how to to wait for this setup, and you should learn how to read price um when you are referring to these um PD arrays, and definitely those are the volume imbalances and inefficiencies. And always remember that liquidity comes first. So I have this 15-minute sell side imbalance here. I think this will be a breakaway gap. I don't really think price will come back here any sooner. Maybe next week. This imbalance here. Um, I wanna see price respecting this sell side imbalance here. I don't wanna see candlesticks close their bodies above this consequent encroachment here. So I wanna see the bodies stay out of this imbalance here, or stay below this consequent encroachment here. I have graded this week here. It's not hard to do that. So this is my fib here. I put it down there, and to the high of that candlestick. So if I am, you see right now, what's the time? 1:13, 1:13 p.m. That is in New York time. So if I am looking for lower prices in my demo account, I don't want to see candlesticks close with their bodies about this consequent encroachment of this week and this sell side imbalance here. Where is my target? This one here, sell side liquidity here. That's New York AM sell side liquidity. Also, I'll be targeting this here, this price, the zero level here, this one here, 4,502.365. That's yesterday's sell side liquidity. So price might deliver to that. At 1:30 p.m., Powell has to speak. So it's scheduled like that. You're gonna use Forex Factory to see that. Okay, so at 1:30, expect some volatility, and just study whether price will wanna deliver to this liquidity here. Okay, I am saying these prior the market, um prior prior to what the market will do. So the market will close in 3 hours 44 minutes. So watch out not to be trapped at the weekend. And so I don't have a problem with anybody who holds prices on during the weekends. You just have to know what you're doing. Okay, you just have to know what you're doing. You can see this market is open. This is not market replay. This is live trading. Okay, so this sell side buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency 15 minutes. I want to see price rip through it and use it as an inversion fair value gap. That means price will rip down through it, sit on the consequent encroachment of it, or maybe pump all the way to the upper level of this BC. And when it does that, expect the next candlestick when it opens, expect it to be volatile. Okay, so remember what I said at 1:30, we have high impact news events. So watch that. I don't know if I'll make it to that 6 minutes. I don't know if I'll make it. So we need like how many minutes? 13 minutes. Uh, okay, we're gonna see that. I have 20 minutes for this video. Okay, so in a way I have to like that means the moment this video is going to be over, it's going to be 1:30. Okay, yeah. Um, this is beautiful. Oh my god, I am feeling great, my guys. So I quickly want to go through what happened today. I traded today, but it was so hectic. And I see the reason as to why Michael, that is Michael J. Huddleston, that ICT himself. Uh, I see the reason why he keeps on saying nowadays that the market is like rigged, and they are interfering with the algorithm. But remember that the algorithm is there. The algorithm will never, they will never get rid of it. It will always be there. They're not gonna take away these imbalances. They're not gonna take away these inefficiencies. They are not gonna take away nothing. They're never gonna take away highs and lows. That is liquidity. It will still be there every time you come to the markets. So soon you'll come to realize that you'll just be doing the same thing, but you'll just be observing the, you just be looking for the same patterns, but in the way they form, you have to refer to the daily time frame. So quickly we go through that in a minute. So we have price open here. I have this week here that's graded. The consequent encroachment of that is this pink level here, the point 0.5 level. That's a draw on liquidity. That's a heavy draw on liquidity. That's yesterday's draw. At this week, yesterday's week, down close candle week, I have I have it graded with these levels here. You can see that this here. So I'm gonna use these as the grid lines. And if I want to see price push lower to this sell side liquidity, I'm gonna want to see price in the lower time frame respecting. That means using these levels here as it is delivering lower. And uh that's one thing that you'll come to see, that it's there is a way you handle um the lower time frame. And that's also why you should not trade the lower time frame without confirming the bias with the higher time frame. That's it. That's the daily time frame and the 4 hour time frame and the 60-minute time frame, the 1 hour. So we have price open here and pushed to this level here. See that buy side liquidity there? Consequent encroachment of that daily BC. So price uses that as an IFVG. Should be this color. That's good. That's the colors I use for that. Price uses that as an IFVG to, and then they send it lower to come for this down close week, yesterday's week. Remember, we are treating these weeks as inefficiencies and imbalances, so price will reuse them. I have this volume imbalance here. So definitely I know if price wants to deliver lower, it's gonna use these levels here. So that's my confirmation. We go to the 4 time frame, 8 minutes, to the high impact news events. Do you see how these candlestick here, this up close candlestick here closed just right below that consequent encroachment of that daily buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency? That's probably random. The next one opens just below that, pushed higher, so you might want that graded there. Um, have those levels here. There and there, there you go, and that one there. This is the optimal trade entry. So those levels there, you will want to see how price will use that. Okay. Then we have this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, 4 hour, gonna be a PD array. Price will use that. So your task is simply observing how price is printing, leaving these footprints, and you're gonna want to use them during kill zone. That's the New York kill zone and the London kill zone. In the New York, we have the AM and the PM session. Like for example, we are in the New York PM session, just right before the market closes. So we see that very, 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 very critical. That's very critical. It tells you, simply tells you that we don't want to push higher. So I want us to go to the 1 hour time frame. That's a 60-minute time frame. I simply want to show you how to build up a narrative. How I build up my narrative. So I'm recording. I'm not advising nobody. I'm not a financial advisor. Trading is risky. So make sure that you manage your risk and always keep your risk small. I always say don't risk more than 0.5% of your account. Um, you don't want to do that. So we have this sell side Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, IFVG. It's gonna be used as an inversion fair value gap 1 hour. Here, we're gonna want to see how price prints on that. Okay, see how the candles are closing below that consequent encroachment. That's how you're using the bodies. The wicks can do the damage, but that's how you know whether these PDRAs are gonna be respected or not. That's how you will know whether order flow is going to continue or reverse. Giving you specific levels, not zones, not fucking supply and demand zones. So we see the market doing that. They push it lower, creating another sell side imbalance here, 1 hour. We want to see how price uses that. Okay, this is the new day opening up here, greater than the fib levels, just like the above here. Okay, so we quickly go to the 15 minutes time frame. We have like 4 minutes and 4 minutes for my video to like cut. Um, just wait and feast your eyes, feast your eyes. So I was expecting the reason as to why I said this shit they have it's big, man. I was expecting price to take out these relative equal highs before pushing lower. But you realize that when we open at New York, see that 7 a.m. the bear flags just come and they see the market they're gonna use this level here as a support level, and they wanna get in targeting these highs. So simply I wanna tell you that you have to see the traps. If you ain't seeing the trap, you're being trapped. So we have this 1 hour CB, this 1 hour BC, it's an IFVG. These things don't have to be perfect, but they are perfect. Okay, price repricing to that level there, 0.125 level there, closing below the consequent encroachment of that daily BC. Uses an IFVG. Price pushes lower out this here, balanced price range. Something new. Balanced price range. This one here. See, there's equal delivery to the higher end to pushing lower. Price is rebalanced here, so it is not necessary for price to come back here. So we see these bulls being trapped. This one here because they use these as their support level. But when I come to the market, I have these PDRA. You don't have it. I see how the market respects that. Pushes low. This becomes another block here. See how these candlesticks are closing right just on that consequent encroachment. Doesn't have to be perfect, but at least you see what's going on. We have these here. See that? Beautiful. So video is cutting. Observe the levels that I talked about. Okay. Um, see you in my next video. Have a beautiful weekend. This is Lucid Plug.